Time now for more light heavyweight action. This one brought to you by Cloudbet, a tale of the tape between Karl Albrektsson and Simeon Powell. Albrektsson, 31 years of age. Simeon Powell out of Great Britain, only 26. Powell, the taller fighter here, and he's got the much longer reach, a full 9-inch reach advantage, favoring Simeon Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first-round matchup in the light heavyweight bracket of the PFL World Tournament. First, we head to the blue corner, where a man stands with a professional record of 10 victories against just one single defeat. He weighed in officially at 206 pounds. He represents London, England, and was a PFL Europe 2023 light heavyweight finalist, Simeon Powell. Across the cage in the red corner, with a record of 14 victories against just 6 defeats. He has 10 of those victories by way of stoppage. He tipped the scales at 204 3/4 pounds, representing Stockholm, Sweden, King Karl Albrektsson. Your referee for this bout, Christopher Minyuki.
Nope. Hold on, wait. The judges are not in the seat.
Karl Albrektsson in the blue trunks, Simeon Powell in the dark trunks.
We're missing one right here.
Referee making sure judges are in place, and this bout is ready to start. Winner advances to a light heavyweight semifinal coming up in June.
Sorry, guys. Round one, are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
Touch of the gloves, underway at 205 pounds. Albrektsson misses with an inside leg kick.
And this is straight on the game plan of Karl Albrektsson. He knew that he had to push Simeon Powell back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he said he wanted to get Simeon Powell on his back foot as much as possible in this fight. That means forward pressure, keep him backing up.
Showed you in the tail of the tape, Simeon Powell has a 9-inch reach advantage here. That does not matter when you're standing chest to chest, which is exactly why Karl Albrektsson wanted to put the fight here.
And if you're Karl Albrektsson, you decide you only want one corner man, then there's no better person to choose than Josh Barnett, because he can coach you through every single position.
The War Master in the corner of Albrektsson, as Grimshaw and company over there opposite him in the corner of Simeon Powell.
Strong body lock here. Looks like Albrektsson might be able to ground this fight, although Simeon's done a great job of unlacing his legs and getting back into a square position.
If you've watched Simeon Powell's career, you'll notice that coming into this fight, he's noticeably heavier in terms of muscle mass. I don't know what that did for him in the weight cut. I mean, you saw the All Access, he was eating IHOP this morning, so I think he's doing all right there. Seems to have focused on some strength and conditioning. Good elbow from Karl Albrektsson.
Well, that's smart work, especially because it was a counter for something that Simeon uses so well, which is that little peel-off clinch knee that we've seen him use before. Albrektsson felt that single necktie and threw that elbow to meet him as he stepped to the angle.
Simeon Powell's only 26 years old. It's simply just being maturity.
Yeah, absolutely, Randy. I mean, he certainly filled out, but I didn't get the impression that it made his weight cut a great deal more difficult.
Start moving that lead leg out.
Albrektsson punching his way once again into a clinch here. Got his hands locked. Can he get some elevation? Take Simeon Powell off his feet.
Start very aggression, see this leg.
Don't worry about the toes down to Jim.
Again, if you want to put on your screen, get nitrogen infused energy drinks, official energy drink partner of the PFL.
Ski cups.
See him, that's twice he won. See him, that's twice on the break.
Stalk him. He's going to go for that casket. Good.
We've got PFL Europe kicking off next week, which Simeon Powell's a good example of the standard that's coming out of Europe right now.
Find an elbow. You got 2 minutes left. Nice, Karl. Good. You
I mean, of course, I'm a little biased because, you know, PFL Europe and all. But I'm Floridian now, guys, you know.
Yeah, Dan's been
You've
here
seen the
for
pickup.
Dan's been here for 4
Good.
weeks.
Now you know where his head's at.
Making a conversion to Florida man. No longer the outlaw.
You look to take advantage of that body lock. Good. Readjust your lock.
Sim's going to need some hustle here to get off the fence because I think Albrextson's game plan is exactly this. Wear him down as much as possible, eventually get the fight to the floor. So this is where Simeon is most dangerous, and Albrektsson knows that, which is why he's trying to take the space away from him as much as he can.
Chin down, chin down. Good.
Big long right hand there from Simeon Powell. Albrektsson jumps under the left hook. Once again, Simeon Powell back to the smart cage barrier.
The old school foot stomp. I wonder where he learned that one.
The challenge as well when you're dealing with someone, Randy, you'll be able to speak to this better than me. When you're dealing with someone that's taller than you, is you can elevate them, but sometimes they'll be able to get a foot to the floor when a normal size person won't be able to.
Yeah, you get in against a guy that's that much taller at 6'5", and normally you'd be able to pick a guy up and take his feet off the mat. But Simeon Powell's able to keep his toes and his feet on the mat and keep his balance. Oh, here's a nice attempt. Albrektsson in tight.
Once again, Simeon Powell improving this part of his game. Striking is what comes most naturally to him. He's worked a lot on this cage wrestling and the grappling.
He's been working up at Tom Aspinall's gym as well with all the big guys that are helping the UFC heavyweight champs up here. That's been a real good insight for Simeon Powell to be dealing with all the guys alongside him.
Nice inside elbows by Simeon Powell.
Final few seconds of round number 1. Round 2 and we return. Welcome back to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. PFL World Tournament action happening in the Smart Cage light heavyweight contest between Simeon Powell in the dark trunks, Karl Albrektsson out of Sweden in the blue. Big swing over the shoulder for Simeon Powell, and as they go chest to chest, Albrektsson is into the first position.
He doesn't have a body lock. He might use single. Can we get some short shots? Nice. What's the elbow break?
Albrektsson looking strong in these positions. I'd like to see a bit more footwork from Sim to try and get him off the fence here. But I don't think Albrektsson at any point is going to want to tangle with the long-range striking of Sim. So he's either here or he's defending takedowns. Oh, again with the elbow from Albrektsson. Great timing on that. You can really see he's studied that hole in Simeon's game.
Now Simeon Powell struggling under, ducking to the back of Karl Albrektsson and trying to drag the Swede to the ground.
Simeon with a little shove to take the back of Karl Albrektsson. What can he do with it from here? Trying to drag him down.
He surprised everybody with that arm triangle submission over 𝗟𝗏. Maybe he just got sick of defending the takedowns and decided he was going to try and turn it on his opponent.
Well, it was interesting to see kind of the latter part of the first round, especially that final minute. Simeon Powell, I think, maybe accepted that he was going to have to fight at close range. He wasn't just going to be able to stand up and work out here. So he landed a good elbow and uppercut. And of course, now they go back to distance.
Yes, Sim's trying to pick his perfect punches. Oh, that was beautiful lead uppercut. I'd like to see him show some elbows in this range as well.
Nice knee.
He's connected. Oh, that's a grab.
Albrektsson in trouble.
Is swinging away.
Albrektson's in trouble. Another big elbow.
Referee Christopher Mignocchi stops the fight 2 minutes and 5 seconds into round 2 for your winner by TKO, Simeon Smooth Powell.
A smooth performance from Simeon Powell as he improves to 11-1 now as a professional. His 5th knockout victory. Back in the win column on a little bit of a streak. And we look at our light heavyweight bracket. We'll find out who Simeon Powell fights in the semifinal when Antonio Carlos Jr. and Carl Moore face off. Dan Hardy is with his fellow Englishman, our winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Smooth Simeon Powell. Smooth by nickname, but there was nothing smooth about those elbows, my friend. They were brutal to watch.
Yeah, no, he was landing a few of them early. I felt that he would fizzle out. The clinch would get easier, and I could find my elbow, so yeah.
So that first round was kind of slow. He was clinching you a lot. You were trying to get some shots off. But was there a feeling that that was going to be the game plan from him? And were you expecting to land some close-range elbows and knees?
Yeah, I knew he'd be shooting for his life, grappling. But I knew he'd fizzle out. You know, as we saw, he got tired. I started opening up towards the end of the round. I landed a big body shot. Round 2 came. I knew I could get the finish, you know?
We're going to see some replays here. I can see the emotions hitting you right now. It's almost like you're just realizing what's just happened. You came straight over to the commentary booth and you said, "I'm back." Tell me what was meaning those words.
You know, like, the last couple performances, I just feel like I haven't been myself, and I truly feel like I'm back, you know? Like, back to myself, being confident, loving this, you know, doing what I do, and I'm ready for this, you know? This is my year. I ain't gonna crumble. This is my year. I'm going to be world champion.
And what are your thoughts on the rest of the bracket? What's your message to the rest of these light heavyweights?
Man, they're all uncles. I'm 26. I'm the young gun. They're uncles. I'm ready to take them all. I'm hungry. A lot of them have done it before, you know? A lot of them, they made a milli. They made this. I'm still hungry. I'm still out here trying to graft, feed my family. That's what I'm going to win, you know?
Congratulations, my friend. That was a superb performance. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Smooth Simeon Powell.
Hey, what's up, guy? This is Francis Ngannou. Subscribe now.